Welcome to the Forex Academy. I am glad that you are here to learn more information about how you can actually become a profitable Forex trader. You're going to learn all things Forex, what Forex is, how you can participate in the markets for a profit, and just some of the necessary things that I wish I would have known prior to jumping into the market back in 2016. But before we get into all of those things, I definitely want to preface the conversation with a disclaimer to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. The information that will be provided in these course materials will not be financial advice. And also you want to make sure that you are not risking any money that you cannot afford to lose. So at no point should you take your last and invest it into the foreign exchange markets. This is definitely a risk, just like with anything else that you may embark on as far as business. I do treat Forex and believe that it is a business. So I recommend that you do the same. It's going to require time, energy, and money in order for you to become profitable. But I just wanted to give that disclaimer at the beginning to let you know that you definitely should not be putting yourself at risk to lose any money that you cannot afford to. So just like the probability of earning a substantial amount of income is very high, the probability of losing a substantial amount of income is very high as well if you are not knowledgeable on what you're doing and if you are not confident in how to properly execute trades and be on the right side of the market. So now that we got that out of the way, we can hop right in. Let's talk about what is Forex. Forex is definitely something that I believe can change the trajectory of your life and your future. But a lot of people come into this as if it is a gambling strategy, and I'm here to debunk and help you unlearn and relearn if you were previously introduced to this industry in the past. I want to help you get a clear understanding of what it actually is and give you insight and strategies on how you can become profitable sooner. And so I have been on this journey for many years, and there are plenty of mistakes that I've made and a lot of things that I wish I would have known. And so I want to help you collapse time frame and not have it take you as long to get profitable as it was for me. And so what is Forex? Forex actually stands for foreign exchange, which is the buying and selling of currencies for a profit, or in the case of banks and international trade or import and export, it is used for business. But us as retail traders, we can actually benefit off of the markets for a profit. So foreign exchange rates are the fees that are actually charged to exchange one currency for another. So for example, if you've ever purchased anything on AliExpress, they are mainly based over in China. So once that transaction happens, behind the scenes, those funds are being converted into a different currency. So either you or the person on the other side of that transaction has to pay that transaction fee or that exchange rate. So the fluctuation in the exchange rate is what actually creates the opportunity to create income for retail traders like you and I. So, and that rate is actually, those rate changes is based on the supply and demand of that particular currency or the product or service that's being exchanged. In our case, it's the currency. So if you have ever traveled outside of the country, then you have definitely participated in a Forex transaction. When you went to the currency exchange booth to exchange your US dollar for the Mexican peso, for example, if you went to Cancun, that was Forex. And so as a retail trader, you can actually profit off of the same sort of transactions remotely. This is called over the counter, OTC. So since the Forex market is decentralized, there's absolutely no physical location. So all of our transactions are actually executed via a broker, which is the middleman between the foreign exchange market and us. And so setting up a brokerage account is going to be critical in order for you to be able to execute your Forex transactions. So setting up a broker account is very, simple. It's as easy as setting up a bank account at Bank of America or Navy Federal or somewhere like that. So we'll hop into that in a later lesson, and I'll go over the different types of brokers and what you should keep in mind when selecting your broker. So why invest in Forex? Forex is what I believe, one of the best ways to create income, especially for somebody like myself who is an introvert. But there's several benefits. The high liquidity and the ROI, or the return on investment, that is presented with the foreign exchange market is unmatched. Forex is definitely one of the, or it actually is the biggest financial market. It is a 6.6 or $7 trillion a day industry. So there's a lot of volume and there's a lot of transactions that's happening on the foreign exchange on a daily basis. So the information that you are going to learn here is going to allow you to tap in and pull profits out of the market based on those transactions that's happening on a daily basis. Another reason why a lot of people get into Forex is because of the small initial investment that is required in order for you to get started. Now, of course, you have to pay for the education and actually learning, but you also have to have investment capital so that you can put that into your brokerage account in order to be able to trade. But you can start out an account as small as $500 to $1,000 is where I recommend, but you can start an account at $100. It's just going to limit you on the amount of profit that you'll be able to create because of that small account size. Another reason why I love the foreign exchange market is because it's a 24-hour-a-day market. The Forex market is open 24/5. So 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, you are able to trade, and you'll be able to trade around your current schedule. Now, of course, the goal is to help you create job replacing income if you still work a 9-to-5 job, or to supplement your business income and diversify your portfolio if you're already a business owner or entrepreneur. So, I mean, the earning potential and the flexibility of Forex is something that, it's really unmatched. And a lot of people love the fact that they can trade around their current schedule. So the next thing is the hundreds of different pairs that are available to trade. So you'll learn more about the different pairs and, what those are in a later lesson. But just know that there's several different things that you can choose from to trade. For example, we're talking about foreign exchange or currencies, but once you learn how to master the charts, you'll be able to trade commodities. You'll be able to trade stocks. You'll be able to trade gold and silver and oil and pretty much anything, because the charts look the same when you're looking at a stock chart or you're looking at a Forex chart. Once you master the charts, you will be absolutely unstoppable. The next thing is the daily profit potential. So there is no cap on the amount of income that you can actually earn in the foreign exchange market. And once you become a profitable trader and learn how to analyze the market and identify profitable trades, there's no cap. I actually am connected to somebody who has had $1 million day in Forex. So the income potential is absolutely up to you sky is the limit. You just have to take the time in order to learn the skill and learn what to look for in the market. And like I said before, it's absolutely amazing for us introverts who have our moments where we don't want to talk to anybody, where we don't want to show up on social media, where we don't want to sell a product, where we don't want to recruit anybody. You can be in your own lane behind the scenes and become very highly successful by leveraging this skill once you learn what to look for in the market. So it's great for introverts. The majority of the people that I work with are introverts, so they are very excited about being able to shift from having to be mentally exhausted on social media, having to do reels or dance on TikTok, to being able to be behind the scenes, show up when and if they feel like it, and still be profitable. So let's talk about what it is that you actually need to start trading Forex. So what you're going to need, first of all, is confidence. If you have low self-esteem, that is going to show up in your trading. If you lack patience, that is going to show up in your trading. You're going to need those above all things. You're going to need time to study. So if you are somebody that claims to be too busy, then this is probably not going to be a good fit for you until you're able to carve out some time to study the information that I'm going to be provided, as well as get some chart time in and actually get on the software that we use to analyze the markets and learn how the particular pair that you've chosen moves at what times and different things like that. So time is going to definitely be something that you're going to need, whether it be in the morning or late at night, because this is a 24-hour market. You have all day to carve out some time to actually study and learn this information. One of the important things that you're going to need is internet connection. You're definitely going to need a strong Wi-Fi connection. You're going to need a laptop computer or a desktop or tablet so that you can analyze the charts. I do not recommend that you trade from your phone until you are experienced and you know what it is that you're looking for and have learned how to identify the trends on the computer. Then you can move to your phone and trade from the beach or wherever you decide that you want to be for the day. You're going to need the trading software. So I will provide you with the information that you'll need in order to download the necessary apps and tools that are required in order to execute the trades. You're going to need a brokerage account. We'll get into the different type of brokerage accounts, and I'll help you make an informed decision on, choosing a broker. I don't, care what broker that you use. It's definitely up to you based on your investing style and the things that are important to you. Some people like to use unregulated brokers, which are offshore overseas brokers, and some people feel more comfortable using the regulated brokers that are US based. You're going to need investment capital, but keep in mind that you will have the opportunity to trade in a simulated environment on a demo account. So in the beginning, you're not risking any of your real capital until you are comfortable and have learned what it is that you need to learn so that you can minimize your risk and your losing trades. So I was introduced to Forex around 2016. But I was introduced through multi-level marketing, and I realized that that was not the learning environment that I wanted to learn from. So I began to study random traders on YouTube. I bought a lot of different courses, and you'll see here I am back in 2017 when I lived in Houston, Texas, with one of my classes that I used to do on Saturdays, where I would help people get set up on the softwares and get everything downloaded and get all of their questions answered. I would do those live, and that was something that was really exciting for me, just helping people get started with learning the skill. But I got burned out on that because the company that I was with, they put a lot of emphasis on recruiting. And although I, have done really well in network marketing, earned my first 6 figures online through that industry, it just wasn't something that I knew that I wanted to continue to do. And I just didn't feel like trading and network marketing were cohesive. They just did not mesh well together. And so I decided around, towards the end of 2017 that I wanted to be a independent trader. I did not want to be connected to a network marketing company. So I went on this journey to make sure that I was learning all that I could in the industry of Forex and trading and stocks and options. I just began to engulf myself in learning about the charts and how to identify trades and things like that. So over the next 5 years, I was on a mission to actually crack the code on how to become a profitable trader, but nothing was clicking. I realized that Forex is actually a mirror. It's a reflection of yourself, and it required me to do some internal work and work on some things that I needed to work on personally. So my lack of discipline and the greed and all of that was showing up in my trading decisions. So I lost a lot of money in the beginning of my journey just because I did not have the proper mentorship. I did not have the necessary resources and things that I needed in order to grow myself mentally, which is a huge part of becoming a profitable Forex trader. So personal development is going to be something that you're going to hear me talk about regularly. And if you are frustrated and if you, are not seeing the results that you want to see, I'm going to always refer you back to personal development and ask you, are you reading any books? What audios are you listening to? What are you doing on a daily basis to condition your mind? That is going to be a strong piece of the curriculum and the course material that you're going to get here in this program. So personal development is going to be a determining factor on how soon you become profitable. And although I want to help you collapse time frames, I'm not going to be able to do the work for you. The internal work, the mental work, the chart work is going to have to be something that is a priority to you. So what I'm going to do is as a bonus, I'm going to provide you with a free PDF download of one of my absolute favorite trading books, which is Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. And what I would also recommend is that you download the audio book on audible.com. I listen to the audio of this book several times a week. When I'm getting frustrated in my own trading, I will pull back from the market, not trade for a couple of days, and get back into my personal development mode so that I can reset and come to the market with a fresh set of eyes and emotionless, where I'm not trading out of desperation or emotions. And so that's going to be something that we focus on a lot. So getting started, what is it that you're going to need? You're going to first need to download the Candlestick Bible. That is going to be something that you're going to hear me reference frequently. I'll provide you with a complimentary copy of that as well. It'll be linked down below this video. You're going to also need to download the MetaTrader 4 app, not MetaTrader 5. We're going to start out on MetaTrader 4. And once you become profitable, if you decide that you want to migrate over to MetaTrader 5, you can definitely do that. But just for the sake of the training and making sure that everybody is on the same page, I recommend that you start out on MetaTrader 4. And you want to download that on your phone as well as your desktop if you are going to be trading straight from your desktop. Now, we do use a software where we analyze the charts on our desktop and then we execute the trades on our phone. So you'll learn more about that and you'll get your groove on what works best for you. Next thing that we'll hop into is selecting a broker, and you want to set up a demo account with a balance of $500 to $1,000. Now you can set up a demo account for hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I don't recommend that because you want your demo trading to be as realistic as possible. You want to treat your demo account as it is your real account. You want to be very mindful of the trades that you're placing on demo, the same way that you would be mindful and careful with the trades that you would place on your live trading account. So I recommend starting with the balance of about $500 to $1,000, because typically people that are serious about growing their money and compounding their income in the foreign exchange market, they typically start with a balance of at least $1,000 or more. But if you are on a tight budget, the minimum that I would recommend starting with is 500, but you can absolutely start with 100 if that's all that you can risk at the moment. Just keep in mind that your account is going to grow a lot slower because you have a smaller account and you'll have to use smaller leverage and lot sizes, which we'll get into that, and I'll further explain what that is and how that works. But you just start where you can. I want you to not overextend yourself when it comes to setting up your account. And here I just wanted to briefly show you some of the testimonials from some students that I've been working with behind the scenes that are getting the results that they are excited about. And so you can look over those testimonials to kind of let you know that you can start from ground zero. You don't have to have any experience with Forex and still learn this skill. And don't worry about how long it's going to take you to learn it, because like I said, I've been on this journey for many years, and it took me many years to even get profitable. You know, I earned a lot, but I also lost a lot. So it took me many years to understand that the problem wasn't that I didn't know how to trade. The problem was I didn't know how to be disciplined. I didn't know how to walk away from the market. I didn't know how to not revenge trade when I lost money. So I had to work on the emotional and the psychological side of trading more than I had to work on actually learning the skill, because I had learned how to trade. It's just that the greed and, you know, my relationship with money in the past was trickling over into my current trading. So that is going to be definitely something that you want to focus on. So, you know, you'll see this person here, they started out with a $10 account and they were able to grow that account to $33. So even though that seems small, if you can grow $100 or, you know, $10 or $1,000, you can grow any type of account. And the more disciplined that you are on a small account, the more disciplined you'll be on a large account. So if you are on a tight budget, I do recommend that you start out on demo, and then once you're ready to go to a live account, start with a small live account. You don't want to blow through money that you don't really have to lose. So I want to again welcome you to the Forex Academy. I'm excited that you're here. I am grateful that you chose me to be one of your educators and your teachers. And, you know, I'm not going to be the be all end all for you. You may need to do some additional trainings on YouTube. You may find somebody else that you like how they trade as well. But one thing I don't want you to do is to get caught up in the cycle of joining programs that are promising that you can copy their trades or that you can take their signals, because that really, although it can help you get profitable, it doesn't equip you with the skill. It doesn't provide you with a skill set that you can actually use for the rest of your life, that you could pass down to your children. You are basically getting a fish sandwich instead of learning how to fish. I am here to teach you how to fish. I am not going to handicap you. Now, if you show up on a live trading session and I make a call and I say, hey, I believe that, you know, this pair is going to go in this direction, and you want to get into that trade, I recommend that you get in that trade on a demo account, just so that you can analyze and see how that trade you know, goes, and if it plays out the way that I said that it would. I do not want you to hop in my trades and on a live account, and then the trade doesn't go in the direction that you anticipated or that we anticipated, and then you're mad because you lost money because you weren't educated on when to get out of the trade, or how to minimize your losses and things like that. So we are going to get started, and I will see you in the next lesson.